I'm finally back. I feel like it's been a while, even though I think it's only been like a week. Hopefully you guys are doing well. You guys have got your Christmas shopping done. You're getting ready for the holidays. If you have family coming in, that is so much fun. Luckily, all my family lives within 5 minutes of me, so I have no traveling. I actually cook on Christmas. Yay, go me. So anyway, hopefully, like I said, your week's been well. Mine's been all right. Not great, not bad. Could be worse. With everything in the world going on, trust me, this is nothing. You've got bobbing around here. So anyway, yeah, I decided to create this plummy gold smoky eye for you. I figured with holiday parties coming up, this was something that I've seen people request, plummy smoky eye, so I paired it with gold. If you had glitter, it would even be prettier. You could wear this on New Year's, and maybe even pair it with a silver shadow. That would be beautiful as well. I felt a little bold today, so I decided to go with a bold lip, but you certainly by all means could go with a nude lip and it would be just as gorgeous. So hopefully you like this, and if you recreate it, tag me on Twitter or Snapchat. If you're not following me on those two social media sites, you should be. What are you waiting on? I'm a fun girl, like I've always say. So anyway, hopefully you enjoy, and hopefully you have a great weekend no matter what you're doing, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Hello, I'm back. So I'm using an e.l.f. crease brush, and in the Gwen Stafani, if I could talk, palette, I'm using the color Stark and just applying that all over my lid. I know it looked like I was using Blonde, which is the top right hand corner, but I wasn't. I was using Stark and just blending that all over. I'm using the Voodoo palette from MAC. It's a limited edition palette, so I apologize. And I was using the color Stars and Rockets to try to do a purple overlay on the crease. As you'll see in just a minute, I wasn't super happy with that color transition. So I just switched all the way around to a Morphe M430 brush, and in the Lorac Pro2 Mega Palette, I switched to purple and decided to apply that into the crease to give it a little bit more dimension than what I was getting. I was wanting something slightly deeper since this is more of a evening dark smoltry, because that's a word, sultry look. I went back in and blended again continuously with the e.l.f. crease brush. I then went in with the same Lorac palette and went into Cabernet and applied that just to the center of the crease to add a little bit more definition. And again, with the Morphe M430 brush. I will have to say with the M430 brushes, I love Morphe, but I am finding with that brush that the bristles on that really kind of, it's going to sound funny, hurt. They kind of sting. You have to be really light-handed with that brush. I have noticed that. I'm going back blending with the e.l.f. crease brush and again with the Morphe M430. Just keep going back and forth. Next, I'm using the Infallible from Loreal, the Smoldering Plum. It's a eyeshadow pigment, and applying that all over the lid with the Morphe M428 brush. And I'll just keep packing this color on until I get it to the color I'm looking for. Now you can go lighter or darker with this plum, whatever you're wanting to do. And then I continue to blend that out with the e.l.f. crease brush. I'm using a gold pigment called Visionary from Loreal and spraying it down with Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water just to try to get a little bit of a metallic look in the inner corner of the eyes. I'm using an e.l.f. Flat eyeshadow brush as, by the way, to apply that. And then again, blending that out as always with the e.l.f. crease brush. And with this step, it's going to be one of those things where you're just going to keep adding and then blending and adding and blending until you get the exact look you're wanting. I did go back in with the Gwen Stafani palette and use the color Blonde to highlight my brow bone area. And that was with an Urban Decay brush that I got out of a palette. I am going to do my brows with the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil and taupe as I always do. And as you can see, I did those. You've seen me do that 1,001 times. And I decided to give you a little mute monologue, I guess is a good word, because you can't hear what I'm singing. I felt, again, just needed some more blending, so that's what I was doing. And adding a little bit more purple from the Lorac palette. So it's going to be one of those looks, again, like I just said, you just keep adding and blending and adding and blending until you get the exact desired look you are wanting to achieve. Now I'm going back in with the e.l.f. crease brush and blending again. And by the way, if you hear sounds in the background, I apologize. It is my dogs acting up as always. Once again, here's your singing for you. Oh yeah, I'm singing Adele. Gotta love Adele. Now I'm going in with the Maybelline Maybelline Eye Studio cream eyeliner in Blackest Black. Oh, the best, easiest to apply cream liner I've used. It's awesome. And I'm using an angled brush from e.l.f. to apply it. I forgot to show you that, so I thought I'd just go ahead and show you now. Now, I did a little bit of a wing, but I did not do a lot because, as I've said before, I don't like very dramatic wings on me personally, but I did do a little bit since we are going to be adding false lashes in a short while. Of course, you know I would add false lashes. But first, before doing that, I will apply a coat of the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. And then I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies with a duo glue, and I'm applying those to the lashes. You certainly, as always, don't have to apply lashes, but like I've said, I love my lashes. And you'll see me applying them with my hands. And whoops, you can always get a little glue right there, but don't worry, that does dry clear and you will never even see it. By the way, my eyelashes and false lashes were just not cooperating with me today. I think I ended up getting glitter in my eye and glue. And does anybody else have this problem? But yeah, well, you work with it. I had to redo my under eye, which you won't see, but I had a massive, see, I'm having problems, as you can tell, massive fallout there. Next, I'm using the Makeup Forever Hydrating Face Primer. As always, most of the face routine is the exact same I've been doing for a while. The Amazonian Clay Full Face Coverage Foundation, which is amazing. I'm applying that all over. And then I will be using, of course, my Morphe M442 stippling brush to blend that all into the skin. Then I'm using the Maybelline Master Conceal in the light medium shade. It looks like I'm applying a lot, but with this look, you definitely want to make sure you've got full coverage underneath your eyes to highlight and brighten the under eye area. I will eventually blend this out with the Real Techniques blender and make sure you dampen it. But it does look, I know, like a lot, but it definitely, you have to have a lot with looks like these just to make sure you cover, but you don't want it too cakey. So with the blending sponge, using your fingers, I'm also setting it now with the Laura Mercier Invisible Loose Powder. I cannot talk today. I'm so sorry. And following up with the Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced. It smells so good. It really does smell like chocolate, not gonna lie. And that was with the Makeup Guck. What's a Makeup Guck? Anyway, I'm using a Makeup Geek angled brush. I'm having struggles, people. Seriously, sincere struggles today. As I was saying though earlier with the concealer, you don't want it cakey, but you also want to make sure your under eye area is very bright. I'm going to do some slight baking with the powder, the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and the sponge, just to sharpen the contour a little bit further. So I'm going to let that sit for a few minutes while I finish the rest of my face makeup. And make faces at you in the process because, you know, that's how I roll these days. This actually really does sharpen the contour, and this also will highlight the under eye area as well, even further. Plus, the stuff it feels like silk on the skin. So I'm going back with the Gwen Stafani palette, and I'm using a e.l.f. flat lip brush, and I'm mixing two colors of Punk and Stark, and I'm applying that all underneath the eyes and blending that out just to add some smokiness to the under eye area. And you'll see me blend this out. Make sure you blend out your under eye area. You don't want any harsh lines under there either. Into the inner corners with a Morphe lip brush, I am using the Visionary pigment from Loreal. You want to continue the main look from the top onto the bottom, and that is what I'm doing with this step. And adding it to the inner corner, and plus, who doesn't like a little glitter looking all over? Because it had gotten a little lost when I put my lashes and liner on, I decided to add a little bit more to try to make that gold pop a little bit further. You can use this, like I said in the intro, with silver, and this would be just as pretty. Now I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion 24/7 eye pencil, and I'm tight lining my upper and lower water lines. In a look like this, I really do feel that tight lining, which is a little difficult and you want to be careful. You want a really creamy pencil if you're going to do this, and just be very cautious with the eye itself. You do not want to damage or injure the eye. But for a look like this, I think tight lining is absolutely the way to go. If you can't do that, by all means, the look is still going to be just as beautiful. And I'm just, again, cleaning it up with the Morphe M428 brush. And now I'm going on to the Bling It On palette, and I'm using... Let's see what colors I am using. You'd think I'd be a little more prepared. I am using the Real Techniques blush brush, and I decided to mix Dollface and Smashing together. And now, as always, I'm using the Champagne Pop highlighter from Becca Cosmetics because it's the holy grail of highlighters. I'm trying to find a new highlighter I like, so anybody who has recommendations, please let me know. I absolutely am loving this, but I know it's limited edition, I believe, and I'm almost hit pan on it, so I need to find something else I like. I'm going to still continue to try to find another one because, again, it is absolutely gorgeous, so I really like it. Now I'm using Revlon Colorstay lip liner in the color Chocolate, and I'm going to be lining my lips and then filling them in a little bit. Now I do put a little bit of an X in the center of my Cupid's bow, which is what the area between the two sides of your lips are. I find that it's easier to do that and then fill your lip in. I'm also using Revlon Black Cherry lipstick, and I'm applying that all over as well. And then you'll see me follow up here with just in the center a little bit of the Eclair Gloss from NYX, just to brighten that up just a tad bit. But anyway, I do that the X in the center of the Cupid's bow because I feel like it's a little bit easier to help. So anyway, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you guys try it out. If you do, as always, tag me on Twitter or Instagram, letting me know how you did with recreating this. I would absolutely love to see it. All you new subscribers, I want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It really does mean a lot. Please recommend me, and I hope to see you guys soon.